Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is make him work for it. Don't just give it away. Make him work for it. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new viewers, all of the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, those of you who are new to the channel, I will answer your relationship questions. So at the end of the video, I'll show you a link where you can send your questions, and I will either answer them privately through the email, or I will share them online with the collective, and it can be your decision. Now, those of you who are interested in these caps, they are available in my online store, and you find a link in the description. Now it's time for today's affirmation, and we do these affirmations to help with your spiritual growth. And here it is. I rise above all limitations. Let it sink in. I rise above all limitations. When I am ready to make positive changes in my life, I attract whatever I need to help me. I rise above all limitations. Let this affirmation be a real blessing to you today. Now it's time for movement, and we do the movements just to get our blood circulating. Now today's movement, we're just going to sit up straight and then bend from the waist like this and then back. All right, let's do it for 5 times. Hold on. Sit up straight. Let's go. 1. You can do it. 2. All right. 3. Keep going. 4. And 1 more. 5. Now let's go the other way. Sit up straight. Hold on. Let's go. 1. 2. How's it feel? 3. You're just bending from the waist. 4. And 1 more. 5. All right. Okay. Just loosen up. Shake it out. It's very important for you to move your body just a little bit every day. It really adds to your mental, your physical, and your spiritual health. All right. Now let's dive into this message. Make him work for it. I did pull a video. Let's watch the video, and then we're going to talk about this issue. Here we go.
Those who are too easy do these things. So we're not talking about easy to get into bed. I'm talking about too easy to obtain their attention and affection, which puts men off. But if you're too easy, it means you gratify a man's ego. He thinks he can have you, and thus he moves on to stuff which is harder to obtain, because it's human nature, and especially male nature, that we want to fight for something, we want to compete to get it, and make sure it's worth it and up to our standards we've set for ourselves. So, being too available, being too complimentary, getting overly disappointed if he cancels dates or doesn't base his time around you, laughing at all his jokes and never taking the piss out of him, basically taking him too seriously, even if that means just thinking he's funny at all times, being too keen to be a part of his life, hang out with his friends, get to know his family prematurely. These are all signs you're too easy, you're acting like a fan, not an equal, and he's likely not to consider you a partner and thus move on.
Okay, so don't give it up unless you're in a committed relationship with this man and he spent money on you and you're living together and you're benefiting from him and he's paying every bill. Okay. If you just like having casual sex and going and you're young or whatever and you don't care, fine. But if you're trying to get money out of this man, if you're trying to get married, if you're trying to have a committed relationship, you can't have sex on date 3. Okay. You can't have sex in 1 week. All right. I don't care how much he feels connected to you, or we just get each other. Oh, we're vibing. It don't matter. They're going to agree with everything you say until you get it, until they get it.
The easiest women to sleep with, part 3. Number 1, women in the military. This is self-explanatory. I do not even have to get into this. If you see a woman in the military, do not get into a relationship with her, fellas. I promise you. She is out there getting the HBI, the hot beef injection. Number 2, female officers. Now, there was an incident that happened several months ago with the female officer that slept with her entire fucking platoon and everyone in the unit. Then she ended up blaming the men for it. She didn't take any accountability. What else is new, fellas? Female officers, that's number 2. And number 3, any girl in college. Anytime a guy tells me, oh, my girl went off to college, we're in a relationship, everything's going great, I look at this dude and I just start shaking my head. She ain't your girl anymore, bro. That is the community girl. That's the college girl. If you only knew what girls in college do, they ain't thinking about your beta ass. I can promise you that, bro. They ain't thinking about you when they're out cheating on you, when they're out drinking, when they're out partying. They know your beta ass will never find out, and you never will find out. You live in a fucking fairy tale, in a fantasy land. Women in college, they cheat. That's how it is. They like to party. It's a new environment. They meet a new guy that they like, that alpha, and they know you will never find out about it, bro. Do not date women in college.
Okay, ladies. Today it seems like we are making it too easy for men. For one thing, we are showing the man all of our assets even before he approaches. He can see it all. Men who are attracted by that is just lust. That's all it is, because that's how you are presenting yourself. I was listening to a young man the other day, and he was telling women how to attract men. Ladies, he's telling you, wear the right perfume and always show your assets and all of that and smile. What he's doing is showing you how to seduce a man. Not really how to get a man, how to seduce one. You see, there's a difference, ladies. If you put yourself out there like that, showing him your body and doing all these little tricks of the trade to get him, and you're just seducing him. But that's all you have. He's just coming to you because he's lustful. But you're presenting that to him. That's all you're presenting. And when he comes to you, that's all he's going to be looking for. To satisfy his lustful desires. Ladies, stop doing that. You see, men are advising you to do these things and to look this way to get men. Ladies, you don't need to do that. And plus, if you get a man like that, he's going to want you to remain like that. So if you seduce him and you got your body out there and all of that, if you change in any way, your body changes or whatever, he's going to leave you and look for that body somewhere else because he was only attracted to you by that visual that you presented to him. That's why he came to you, only because of the visual. Now, realizing that men are visual, but that's not all they are. That's not it. A man, of course, wants a woman that he can, he's proud to carry on his arm. Every man is like that. They want a nice looking woman they can, present to the world. This is my woman and everything. All right. But women, you don't need to look like a harlot to be on his arm, because if you are, he's going to treat you like that, even if he carries you around. We see that a lot, especially in show business and things like that, where the women are scantily dressed just to be on the arms of these men, but then the men dog them out. Ladies, you don't want that. So don't emulate these people. Don't go out and try to buy what they wearing, If they wearing a shoestring, you want to go out and buy you a shoestring. Why? Why? These women are not having happy lives with these men. Ladies, value yourself. Know what your value is. Know what you would tolerate and what you won't tolerate. This is why, ladies, I always advise you to have your own security, your own financial security. A lot of women who do this, who go out and just showcase their bodies, is because they're not financially stable. Many of them are looking for men to financially take care of them. But ladies, that's nothing but a trap. That's all that is. For you to depend on a man for your livelihood, that's a trap. Because the man has all the power then. And he can do with you whatever he will, and many times and most times he will. And you'll have a miserable existence being with him. You see, a lot of men counselors set you women up to be easy for men. Because remember, they are men. So they are counseling you to be better for a man. You see, under the guise of telling you, this is how you hold on to a man. This is how you get a man. They're men. So naturally, they're going to tell you the way that you need to be to satisfy them. Ladies, satisfy yourself. Yourself. Your whole life should not be poured into satisfying some man. That's a wasted life. Ladies, you have a mission of your own. And you are not here to be a man's servant or his concubine or whatever. You're not. You see, a lot of that came out of religion. Religion teaches women that you were, you were created out of the man's rib and you were created to be his helpmate. Ladies, don't believe that. Don't believe, that's a lie. You were not created to be the helpmate to some man. You see, this religious doctrine has kept women down for centuries. Centuries. Ever since that Bible was created, it's depressed women. Put them right down at the very bottom of the totem pole, under the man's foot. You see, that Bible was written by men. Written by men. Now, I'm not taking away from the scriptures. I'm saying that it was put together by men. You see, your God or Jesus didn't write anything in that Bible. It was other people that wrote it, that said what these people said. You understand what I'm saying? And you know how it is when if I have something I want to say, I want to tell my friend, and then my friend wants to tell her friend, and then her friend wants to tell her friend. By the time that message get around, it's totally different from what I said. You understand? That's my take on the Bible. Now, but see, the Bible has not been kind to women. Women, you are an important part of this universal energy. Stand up and know your value. Don't allow men to just treat you like trash, like nothing. So don't present yourself like trash, and he won't treat you like that. You see? But a lot of men, relationship counselors, will tell you, do that. Do everything to cater to your man, and he will stay with you and love you forever. Ladies, does it work? Because I know a lot of women who took that advice, and they are miserable. Their husbands are cheating. If their husbands have not gone as far as started other families right down the block from where they live. You understand, ladies? Don't take that advice. Stand up for your worth. You see, when men marry, they hope that you will never change. The way that they met you and marry you, they hope you'll never change. Now, many of you women, to get married, you've done everything to keep this man, to get him. Which means that when you marry, you're going to have to continue to do everything just to keep him coming back. Not to keep him from cheating on you, but just to keep him coming back. You still got to do what you did to get him. He's going to expect that. Now, when women get married, many times women hope that over time the man will change. He'll get better over time, which rarely happens. He is who you marry. Ladies, don't sell yourself cheap. No, you are high value. All of you are high value. But you need to know this in your heart and quit going out in the world showing your whole behind. And it's so funny because even in the pictures that I see women take these days, they're not taking their faces. They're turning around and taking a picture of their behind to attract men. Ladies, these are men making you feel this way. Men are making you do these things. This is easy. This is being easy. When you do this, the man doesn't have to work or anything. He knows all he needs to do is ring you up because you hot and heavy and ready to go. And you want a man, or you wouldn't be doing that. Ladies, and you want a man desperately, or you wouldn't be doing that. Women going around with these booty shorts on. I mean, you can see their whole behinds. And if they have big breasts, which it seems that everybody wants these days, they're showing all that. They have a little string bikini on, just barely holding it up. For men, ladies, this is loose. You're looking loose. And any man that you attract will treat you accordingly. He's not going to respect you. And you out here showing yourself to the whole world. Ladies, know this. You need to stop it. You need to love yourself. And respect yourself, or you won't get respect. And the way that women are going, you're not going to get respect at all. Ladies, if you desire a man, you want him to cherish you, to love you, to take care of you. But if you're out here looking like a harlot and acting like a harlot, he's not going to respect you. He'll be with you for a season or two, drag you out, cheat on you, maybe physically abuse you, verbally abuse you, and then leave you. And then you'll wonder why. Because you've done everything to please the man. You've done everything that these male advisors have told you to do to get a man and to please a man and to keep a man. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work, ladies. You got to love yourself. You got to know your value. You got to stand up and not allow men to just railroad you, take advantage of you, and then just drop you. Ladies, make him work for it. Because if he works for it, one thing it'll mean that he really wants it, or he wouldn't work for it. If he works for it, he would cherish it more. He would cherish it more. ladies. And remember, it's his job to provide for you. So there's no need for you to be dipping down in your pocket to pay for anything. If you do, he's not the one for you. He's setting you up to pay from now on. Ladies, I always talk about this. This is all with making him work for it. See, a man respects where his money is going. But if he's not putting any money into you, his heart is not there. Ladies, this is very important. In fact, a man taught me that. I was a young woman, and I was dating at the time. I wasn't spiritual. I always have to put this disclaimer in. But I was dating this married man. We had been together years and years, whatever. And he told me, he said, a man puts his money where his heart is. If he doesn't put his money in it, his heart isn't in it. Ladies, that's something that, note that. That's something that you ought to know. And I never forgot it. I never forgot that. Ladies, love yourself and know yourself and quit giving yourself freely away to any man that comes along, any and every man that comes along, and quit showcasing your body to attract men. Stop doing that. You don't need to do that. For the mere fact that you are a woman attracts a man. You don't have to show him all of your assets at all. As a matter of fact, he will be more curious about you if you don't show it. Ladies, because when a man finally settles down and wants something decent, he's not going to look for a hoochie mama. So quit being one, ladies. Stop being that. I see so many young girls out here just going down the wrong path. Somehow they just miss the lesson of loving themselves. I hope that you understand the message today. And I really, really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, here is the link. Send your questions to Miss Faye's World, YT@hotmail.com. That's Miss Faye's World, YT@hotmail.com. And try to keep your letters to one page. Just summarize your situation and ask the question. And if you prefer that I answer your question privately through the email, just put it at the very top of your letter and I will comply. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments. I do read them and I really enjoy reading them. Thank you for your letters and a special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all much happiness, and I really hope to see you next time.